It's so crazy, people so lazy, truly amaze me, but don't even faze thee. You sit there at the table, perfectly able, create your own destiny, be your own chef and see, create the right recipe, use whatever's best in thee. Timing is everything, possibly only thing. Dynasties made like thing, put suffering into blame. Invest in yourself. You're you, no one else. Remember that the stress reminds us that we're blessed. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the Righteous Teacher Show. Thank you for tuning in. And for the next couple of minutes, we hope you receive something more valuable than silver and gold, and that is knowledge and wisdom. My goal is to inform you and inspire you to new thought and motivation, inspiration and aspiration techniques, to open up eyes and spark intrigue. My hope is that with this knowledge, you can transcend your current conditions. The topic today is you are built to conquer through contention. And as always, I'm your host, Rated R. Remember the name and you'll go far. Today's topic, you are built to contend through contention. We as human beings are very tough. And in my last episode, I spoke of that, how the level of toughness that we have is amazing. It's amazing the things that we are able to endure through our resilience. Today, we're going to talk about how tough we are and the things that we have to deal with. We are built to contend. We contend through contention in order to conquer. You have to go through things in order to actually get better. And once you go through those things, you conquer those things, it makes you stronger, right? We as humans are built with very limited defenses, and we are very fragile, right? All of us are born as like a lump of flesh. No skills, weak, vulnerable to outside activity, to the outside world. Can't even hold our own heads up. There's in fact, the humanoid is the longest as far as the gestation period between being child to actually functioning adult. 18 years. There's no other animal in the animal kingdom that comes close to that amount of time. And your only job that you are to do is to build yourself up. First, you start off with trying to learn how to crawl, and then learn how to walk. Then you learn how to talk. You're just constantly building yourself up. You have to build yourself up brick by brick. Brick by brick. It is a slow process. It is a slow process, but it's very important. Because what you build yourself into makes the contribution to others. Right? The best way to build yourself is through tribulations. And we all know that life is full of battles and challenges. Full of them every day. Waking up. Getting to work on time. Getting the assignments that you need done. Getting the baby together, putting up with your spouse, putting up with your significant other, putting up with your boss, putting up with that professor, just dealing with the challenges of everyday life. And the truth be told, that the challenges you face today are the stepping stones in life for tomorrow. So the challenges that you face today are your stepping stones, or your brick by brick for who you want to be tomorrow. There has never been a warrior without a war. There's never been a conqueror without a conquest. There's never been a victory without a fight. So you as you view your life, you viewing it in the prospect of all these problems that are against you, instead of all these things that I can conquer in order to build me up. And then once I have these successes, these little micro successes, it will maximum profit for you. Right? You're not made to be pitied. And anybody that always has the same story of the woe is me story all the time, that's not how you're designed. You're not designed to be pitied. Right? You're designed to conquer. Some people just have that constant story of everything's against them, and it is not fair. Well, here we go, kids. A little lesson on life. Life is not fair. Life is a fight. And life does not fight fair. But just because you fall down doesn't mean that you stay down. And some of you have gotten up, but you still reminisce on being down. It's confusing. Every one of us has to start somewhere, and do not despair the times of small beginnings. Taking your time in the beginning to learn how to develop something, to develop a skill, to develop an ability. Don't despair that. Don't just sit there and grumble and complain, oh my God, this is what they have me doing. Oh, you don't have enough skills. You don't have enough experience for them to expand upon more of what you can do. And the more you sit there and grumble and complain, you just keep on delaying yourself on the steps so that you can get to the next level. Right? The mature thing is this. If you're ungrateful at times of scarcity, when you don't have much, you're still going to be just as unhappy when there's abundance. Remember that. Remember that. Be grateful of what you have at any level that you're at. Because when you lose things, guess what becomes more important? The things that you've lost or the things that you still have? And realistically, in order for you to grow, you have to be uncomfortable. Right? When you're comfortable, you won't actually extend out there. You won't actually have to exhibit your courage. In fact, comfort is the enemy of courage. You don't have to do anything. You're too comfortable. You don't have to get out of your comfort zone in order to do something. Oh no, I might get hurt, or it might not be good. It may be too risky. Well, life is risky. Right? Life is so risky that you don't make it out alive. Everyone has a Goliath. Everyone has a Goliath. And of course, I'm referring to the biblical story of David and Goliath. Goliath being the giant that David has to overcome in order to pursue his destiny. Every one of us has a Goliath. Every one of us has something that we're dealing with in order to try to become better that is blocking us from getting better. It's about recognizing that Goliath and about slaying it. Because most times your Goliath is actually your path and route to success once you confront it. Yeah, your Goliath is your path. The thing that you're running away from is the thing that's actually going to cause you to have the greatest amount of growth. You have to do battle with your enemies, outside and especially the ones that are within. Their fears, germs, mental lapses, hang-ups. Some people just get caught being hung up. Some people utilize things to as a scapegoat. Right? Oh, well, this happened bad to me 2 years ago, and it's just hard for me to. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Where are we at today? But that's that thing about that pity party. And that's the thing about that story. Some of us want to just tell a good story. We've rehearsed this woe is me story and we have it down pat. You have to do battle with these enemies, especially the enemies in your mind that are holding you back. One of the biggest enemies is commitment. Some of us don't like to be committed to things. Some of us don't even like to say what our goals are, because actually when we put our goals out there, somebody might hold us accountable to them, and so therefore we're having to be committed. Commit and stick to something. Define your goals. Have accountability, responsibility. Use that powerful mental cognitive receptor that is right now holding your hat on your head or your glasses on your face. And then you'll reach your success. You have to have definite goals. That means that you actually have to put the hurdles in your own way. But you're controlling that then. You're not allowing life to control your hurdles. You're putting your own hurdles in the way. And you're using those hurdles in order to make you better. And then be accountable for that. This is what I wanted to do. This is what I said I wanted to do. Well, how's that going so far? Well, okay. And don't run away when people actually ask you about it. Be responsible for answering that. Because you always have the power to do whatever you want to do in order to succeed. You always have that power in you. It's about whether you stay committed. It's about whether you keep patient with yourself. You give yourself enough time to actually do it. Not everybody's going to be at the same pace. And another thing, do not evaluate yourself on other people. You only person that you evaluate yourself by is yourself. Am I better today than I was a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Because remember, there's always a sacrifice. There's always a sacrifice. It is better to choose your sacrifice. Right now, currently, I'm on a no-meat pescatarian diet. I don't put any meat in my mouth, except for fish occasionally. I'm choosing to sacrifice the burnt offering of meat in order to be healthier in the future. I'm also waking up 7 o'clock each day and working out. I'm sacrificing my mornings. I'm sacrificing early morning rest in order to make myself healthier in the future. These are my habits. And always remember, your habits define who you are. Your habits define who you are. We are creatures of habits. Your habits define you. If you are a gamer, that's your habit. You have a habit of gaming all the time. If you're a Netflixer, that's your habit. Your habit of Netflixing all the time. Your habits define you. So if you can have some positive habits that are contributing to your success, you can become a stronger person through your habits. And then once you have those habits, like I wake up every day, early every day, that's now becomes an expectation. And expectations trump wants. I don't just want to be in shape and I don't just want to feel better. I have an expectation to be in shape and feel better. And I don't make any excuses. And I get up each and every day. And it's not easy. There's some days that are just easier than other days. But you know what? Once I get through it, once I get it done, every time I feel better. Every time. Right? I just take advantage of that morning opportunity. I'll be out on the track. There's nobody on the track, but it's me. It's me and some birds and the Lord. And that's good enough. That's good enough. Because I know that, you know what, there's a long term to this thing. And these are the bricks that I'm laying right now in order to have long-term success, long-term happiness. No, we do not live forever, but we can live more comfortably. We can live healthier while we are still here, still being able to enjoy our time while we're still here. For those people that are in that second phase of life, not taking a bunch of medications not needing canes and wheelchairs and all this other deals. Right. I have a quote here from Jordan Peterson, and it says it's a luxury to pursue what makes you happy. As you're building yourself up, you're trying to pursue things that you're passionate about or that make you happy or that are your special gift. Right? But you have a moral obligation to pursue meaning. Because when you know what the meaning of life for you is, that becomes so powerful. That exudes power. You exude a light into the world, and that light is, people are able to utilize that light in this dark world that we live in. Because you've contended with life and conquered whatever your battles were. Do you want a secure, safe, comfortable life, or do you want to get stronger? That's the question. Do you want to be secure, or do you want to get stronger? And he makes a great point here. The only way to get stronger is to take on optimal challenges. Things that are challenging. I want to be super fit at all times of my life. Super challenging. I want to be super smart, so I read an hour or something a day. Super challenging. My eating habits are this. Everybody else around me is eating chicken like it's, I don't know, the elixir to life, when it's actually the opposite. Challenge. I want a 50-year marriage. Optimal challenge. I want a Fortune 500 company. Taking on optimal challenges. Right? Your comfort will kill your conquest, and it'll kill your courage. Because if you're super comfortable, you're not going to have the courage to step out and do different things. And if that comfort is killing you, then it's killing your goals as well. Remember, you are built for conquest through confrontation. Anyway, thank you again. That's going to be about it for today. Hopefully that you were able to receive something out of that. All right, and that'll conclude our show for today. Hopefully some of this information was beneficial to you. Contend. Came in the game late but right on time. The ship was kind of skewed, so I need to realign. Fate of the people through the words spoke. Those with clear minds and those with the smoke. May the best teach the rest. Like Dubois, never let negativity manifest. You're a star in every sense that matters. We change by shattering the chains that bind us. Put the bull behind us. There's rules to this game, and podcasts are the same. We all made the same. Put these whack kids to shame. Special cloth is all I see and wanting my company. Living lovely is the key. It's really nice changing up the scenery. Thank you again for tuning in to the Righteous Teacher Show. Again, I'm Rated R. Remember the name and you'll go far. Hopefully this information again was beneficial to you. It helps you in your progression from womb to tomb. Peace, love, and blessings.